you guys ever have like a day in your life, you remember what happened that day, you know exactly what time, you know exactly the day, you know, and it was like a traumatic thing? You guys all have one of those days in your minds?
Good.
Yes.
For me, it was February 26, 2018. As I mentioned, you guys heard my dad was a truck driver, you know, he was an old school cowboy type guy. Well, that's the day I lost my dad. And I'll never forget that call. I'll never forget being in the hospital watching his heart quit beating. But I'll also never forget, my dad still rented his home, still had a truck payment, still had a car payment, still had a camper payment, had $0 in the bank, and left the earth. And I remember my mom in the hospital going, what do I do? And the last thing I told him, as his heart was at 4 beats a minute, don't worry, Dad, I got Mom. That was February 26, 2018. February 27th, 2018, because of this business and what this industry's done for me, I filed for a building permit. I saved up for 2 weeks, and I built my mom a $256,000 house. And I paid $33,000 a week later to bury my dad. Gave him the send-off that man deserved. And it all happened because I sat in a room like this 15 years ago in your chairs, looking up at a guy that's talking like I am, and if that guy can do it, why not me? So my question is, why not you? And here's how I did it. I bought in. And I went at a high rate of speed. The number one rule to success is success loves speed. Time kills deals and success loves speed. So if anything you learned tonight made any sense to you at all, there's a reason you're here. You guys understand, like, I've flown all over this world. Some arenas have 5,000 people in them, some rooms have 5. But I'll tell you this, the smaller rooms have always produced the most fruit.
They sure have.
And because the good Lord puts people in the right place at the right time, there's a reason why you're here right now tonight. You guys agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah. Here's how I did it. I bought in, and the first thing my mentor told me was, the first thing he said is, Chris, this business is going to take you all over the world. You got to realize I had never, one time, I was 28 years old, been on an airplane. 28 years old, already made millions of dollars, never been on an airplane. And this dude's telling me this business is going to take you all over the world. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? As I'm standing in this room right now, what is it? April 14th? 13th? We're 4 months into the year. I've already hit diamond at Delta because I've flown so much around this world. So when he told me that, I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. And because of this business, I've created relationships literally on every continent but Antarctica. And I'm not even sure that place exists. Is it true? Has anybody ever been there? I learned about it when I was like in 5th grade or 6th grade, but I've never seen it. I don't know anybody's ever seen it. So is it real? But here's my point. I bought into a vision of not getting up every morning at 4:30 in the morning to go frame houses or frame hotels, or deal with subcontractors, or deal with employees and making sure payroll was in the bank and making sure everything was going to happen because I was burned out already at that young age. And the second thing my mentor told me was, if you want to be super successful in this business, you guys understand, we have a click and order business. Meaning you can drive people to Zoom calls, you can send them to your website, you can make money, and that's all high tech, right? We have the best high tech system on planet Earth in My Daily Choice. Would anybody disagree with that? That's an affiliate of My Daily Choice. I think we have the best high tech system in the industry. But you can never replace high touch. So, and here's my point. Do you guys agree that you would have got as much value if all 4 of us, Damond, Candace, Jefferson, and myself, invite you to a Zoom call tonight, we did this, do you agree it would have been as effective? It wouldn't have been, it couldn't have been. And my mentor told me, Chris, you will make millions and millions of dollars if you will attend events. This is how, events is literally how I buried my dad, how I built my mom a house, how I've done all these things, and I've been able to leave my legacy to my children, and I just turned 41 last week. That simple. We have also, not only have the best high tech in the industry, we have the best high touch, meaning we have the best event program in the world. You guys understand that there's the number one home-based business, social retail, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, trainer on planet Earth. His name's Mark Aceta. And Mark Aceta is the corporate company director of training for My Daily Choice. And if you guys want to get inspired to get retired, you want to show up to show out, show up to Mark Aceta event. And here's the good news, there's one coming up the end of June. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. And you guys can capitalize on it. But here's what I want to tell you. You're learning about My Daily Choice at the perfect time. Because the largest, this room has 10, 20 people in it. There's going to be thousands of people because we've already sold the tickets and people's coming. Because they know the value that's about to happen. And if you want to really change the direction of your financial future and your children's financial future, maybe your mother's or your father's or your grandparents' financial future, all I can tell you is show up to what we call The View in June in Nashville, Tennessee. But don't show up alone. We have 3 months? April, May, June, 2 months. You have 2 months to bring as many people with you. Your whole focus right now should be show people My Daily Choice, get them involved, and get them committed to go to The View. Because here's what I'll tell you, if you can just get, and you may not be able to do it in 60 days, I understand that, but if you can ever get 100 people to an event like The View, you can literally retire, because those people are going to go and make you as wealthy as you ever dreamed of. So right now I want to share a quick promo video of The View, and I'll come back up and let you go home tonight. So here's a video of The View. Maybe. Where'd Jefferson go?
Right here.
All right, Jefferson's got it.